This is going to be the BR drafting strategy. We have one flawless on the year, and I think there's a true way to go this year. I think the best way to go this year, guys, is going to be drafting pitching. It's a very, very hard game to pitch in, so that's the way we're going to be leaning this year. The weak positions are going to be the rounds that you want to draft. That's going to be center field, second base, shortstop, and catcher. Catcher's not too bad, but definitely center field. If you can find a fast guy in the early diamond rounds, that's going to be the way to go. Right here, we're going to go ahead and grab JT Realmuto because right field, left field, very, very easy position. Judge is good, but these diamond rounds, I'm not spending any diamonds on pitchers. No shot. This is an easy round. I'm going to save you guys the time without an explanation. Hunter Renfroe's got great power. He's got great fielding. I'm not the best with him. This is the best pick this round. Okay, so right here is actually a pretty garbage round because Tapia's not good. Garrett Cooper's not anything crazy. Pomerantz is pretty trash, and you never, hear me out, never want to take a starter. I'll tell you guys that right now because starters, I would grab maybe a bronze, a decent bronze at most. I view my bronze and commons as starters. People said maybe the energy this year, you want to grab a starter. You can only use your starters once every 4 games, man. They regen very, very slow again this year. They have extra energy when they do start the games, but I'm not looking to start a starter once every 4 games. So I'm ahead and go Garrett Cooper right here and probably try to replace him for a bench bat. Easy round right here. Nothing too special about this round. You're going to get this round every single time at the beginning because it's one of the missions. Go ahead and grab Bob Feller, waste the starting pitcher. So this is a pretty good round. Normally, I might take somebody like Trevor Story right here. I haven't used him too much, but he's a great second baseman, a gold second baseman at that. He's got great power, but he's playing down as an inside edge. Blake Trinan, the best pitch this year, guys, is a sinker. The cutter's still pretty decent, but great pitch is a sinker, and Blake Trinan's got great hits per 9. He's going to be a good pick to take right here. Paul Molitor, not it. You want to go good bullpen this year, so I'm looking to stack the bullpen. We're going to go Blake Trinan. Okay, so this isn't actually a bad round. A lot of people love this Albert Pujols. He plays left field, but he's not got any great speed. I know he's a really good bat to have this year. Troy Gloss is also good. We're not going to go DeGrom. We're just going to skip right over to DeGrom. Right here is Grady Sizemore. I actually used Grady Sizemore in my 12-0 run. He's not one of the greatest cards, man. Like, there's definitely Mike Trout, and there's definitely better diamonds, I think. I hit 500 with this card. He's got speed. He's got good defense, and he's a center fielder. A weak position. He's going to be my leadoff guy and a lockdown center fielder. We're going to go ahead and take Grady Sizemore. The other thing I look to do, guys, is take 3 lefties in my lineup. 4 at most. 3 is like the perfect spot to go. Not a great round. I'm just going to go ahead and waste a starter. But pay attention because you're going to save those 2 starting spots in your rotation for commons. Easy round right here. Madrigal is terrible. Not great. Nick Ahmed is not great. There's our second lefty. Mike Moustakas, absolute unit. We're going to go ahead and grab Moustakas for third base. So this is also not a great round. I might go Corey Kluber here, but most likely we're going to go Jonathan Lasagna. Can't pronounce his last name, so we're going to call him Lasagna. Jonathan India is not a bad round, but not anything special. Tommy Pham's not anything special. He's also playing down. We're going to go ahead and grab Lasagna right here. Another round that's not all that great. Normally right here, if you have no other options, like you have no other starters to waste and you can't put them anywhere else, I'd grab a left fielder because it is very, very easy to replace outfielders in this year, guys. Not just this year, just in BR, it's very easy to replace outfielders. I'm going to go ahead and take a starter because we do have a spot to waste. Ooh, Joe Smith. Joe Smith does have a sinker this year, and he's got a pretty glitchy windup. If we didn't have Joe Smith right here and it's just a random guy, I could go ahead and waste that left fielding spot again. But Joe Smith is pretty decent. We're going to go ahead and pick up our third righty. The other thing we look to do is pick up 4 righties and 4 lefties in the bullpen. Camilo Doval is pretty decent. He lost his cutter this year, so he's not that great. I'm 4 innings pitch. I have a 0 ERA with him still. I'm going to probably go ahead and take Meth Brown in left field as our third lefty. I don't hit great with him, but pretty easy to replace a left fielder if we need to, and he's also not a bad guy to have in left field. We're gonna go ahead and take Meth Brown. Easy round for me. It would be Corey Seager, dude. I'm gonna be honest. It would be Corey Seager 1000%. But as I said, I look to take 3 lefties in my lineup. We're gonna go ahead and take a switch hitter Polanco at second base. The other thing is, man, it's gonna be a little bit easier to get a shortstop than a second baseman. Not a great second base depth this year, so I'm gonna go ahead and hope we get somebody like Mondesi at second base. We're gonna go ahead and take Polanco for a switch hitter. See, this is a little bit of a tough round. This is where you're gonna have to use your head. So this is where you're gonna have to throw the strategy out the window just a little bit. Shortstop, this guy is not going to be usable on the bench, and it's pretty hard to replace a shortstop. I'm not going to lie. Heath Hembry, I'd rather have honestly a janitor in my bullpen. He doesn't have a sinker, he doesn't have a cutter, and he doesn't have anything special. James Paxton, I know he's a starter. I know I said don't take starters this year, but if you're not going to use a card, this card's going to get lit up. I'm not going to use this card off the bench. I'm not going to use it in my lineup. Dustin May's somebody with a sinker and cutter. I know he's a starter. You're not going to get to use him much, but at least you'll use him for somewhat. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Dustin May. Easy round right here. AJ Minter's got a cutter, and he's a lefty I'm looking for. We're going to go ahead and snag him. See, this is another tough round. This is where you're almost forced to hope you're going to get a replacement shortstop. That you can't waste another starter. You don't want to have 2 commons that you're just waiting to get rid of. So I'm going to go ahead and grab whoever has the most speed. Throw him on the bench. So now you got to pay attention. So you have your full entire lineup selected already. We need to replace a shortstop. We don't really need to replace the first baseman, Garrett Cooper. He's not too bad. Realistically, I would like to replace him, but if we can't, we can't. The main thing we need to replace is a shortstop. We're also still looking for 2 to 3 lefties in the bullpen. So we're going to go ahead and just waste the bench spot right here with decent power, Dom Nunez. Okay, not a bad round. Not looking to waste a starter. Not looking to take this guy's a lefty. No sinker, no cutter. This guy's not anything special. We're going to go ahead and take Cole Calhoun as another bench bat. So this is a pretty good round right here. So what we're going to go ahead and do is make sure you guys pay attention to secondary positions. I'm pretty sure Polanco can play shortstop. Yep. So what we're going to go ahead and do is take Mark Canha. We can put him at third base. We can put Moustakas at second. Moustakas has a second base secondary. And then we can put Polanco at shortstop. We're going to go ahead and take Mark Canha. Okay, so now we got our lineup filled out. As I said, waste a comment on the starters. Nothing too special about this. We're just not going to waste any bullpen. So we're going to go ahead and go Bobby Witt. Good round right here. We're going to go ahead and grab Kendall Graveman. I would grab Torkelson, but I still have that common looming, dude, and I don't want to throw that common in my bullpen. We're going to go ahead and grab Graveman as our fourth righty. This is a tough round. I could go Urias. I know I said Camilo Doval's not going to be the pick earlier, but I don't want to waste a common in my bullpen, man, because as I said, pitching is very, very important. We got a good bullpen so far. We don't want to waste these bench guys because we still got that common coming up. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Camilo Doval. We still need at least one lefty in the bullpen, maybe two. So this is just a tough round, man, where you're just getting screwed with the common. I don't really want to go ahead and take another bullpen guy. I'm going to go ahead and take Nomar Mazar and hope we get a decent lefty as a common. Jojo Romero, not anything great, but he does have a sinker and he's a lefty. That's a huge round. We need one more lefty. Not a bad round. Jake McGee's not anything crazy. He's not got crazy pitches. I'm bad with him. I'm not great with him, but he's another lefty that's going to fill out the bullpen. So that way we got 3 lefties in the bullpen. Not anything crazy. Minter's decent. This guy's got a sinker. I haven't used him, so I don't know how he is. And Jake McGee is usable. We're gonna go ahead and set the lineup, and I'll show you guys why I do it. All right, guys, this is how I'm gonna set the lineup. I'm just gonna break it down for you guys really quick why I set my lineup this way. I like 1, 3, and 6 as my lefties. Usually I put my best lefty at the top of the lineup, right? Then my second hitter is gonna be normally a switch hitter. I just like having a switch hitter in the second spot. If it's not, it's usually like my gold righty, so maybe I'd throw Renfroe in that if I didn't have Polanco. But in this case, I do have a switch hitter, and it is a gold. In the 3 spot is gonna be my second best lefty. That's gonna be Moustakas for me. I'm comfortable with him. He's in the 3 spot. That's what we're rocking. My 4th spot is usually always my best hitter unless I don't have the 3 lefties. If I had Mike Trout, I'd most likely be leading Mike Trout off or something like that. But I like to go 1, 3, and 6 for my lefties. So we're gonna go Real Muto, Renfroe, and then we're gonna have Meth Brown in the 6th spot, Mark Canha, and Garrett Cooper. And that's how I like to set my lineup. That's how I like to draft the teams this year. Sinkers are very dominant, so that's what you're gonna want to look for in the drafts this year.